Still the 4th of July 2022. Hope everybody out there is having a good day today. Start off by saying if you haven't subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Talk to you a little bit right now about a second independence. You hear some people saying there's going to be a second Independence Day eventually, that people's going to rise up and take the country back. Well, I'm here to tell you that's just not going to happen, because the way things are set up now, you're going to go to jail if you try something like that, or if you even talk about something like that. What we'll see is once the world goes crap and America is just completely gone away, you'll see people start trying to reclaim it back. Is what you'll see. That's when that type of stuff will happen. When you crash the society and start over, maybe you can get rid of some of these politicians. They're not won't be voted back in because the world's just gone to crap and everything has to start over type of situation. But don't look for that to happen. They still have continuity of government. No matter what happens, they've got stuff set up where they can always be in charge. It's crazy the way the world's going now. We've got so much stuff going on. We've got wars over there that we're sticking our nose in. You got Taiwan. It's getting bad out there, and a lot of people see it. Independence Day is something I would like to point out to most of you who watch these videos. Probably know this, but you'll see people celebrating Independence Day that is 100% against firearms. They don't want nothing to do with them. They don't think anybody should own or possess them. But yet they sit there and celebrate a day, our independence in America, that was come because we had firearms. Plain and simple. You're celebrating a firearm day. Plain and simple. But yet you can't get that through their head. I think some of them think maybe we just sat down and wrote a piece of paper and the British just signed it and agreed to everything we said. That's not how it happened. You'll see a lot of these younger generations, they don't know much about history. I talked to my girlfriend's kids. They're in school, they're in elementary school, and the stuff, I asked them, I said, are y'all taught this or taught that? And they're like, no, we don't learn nothing about that. Or we've got a little bitty article in a book that we talk about, like independence, World War I, World War II, Korea, all our wars, they just gloss over it. President Kennedy gets a little bit more, they see a little bit more of that in school about what happened there. But overall, they pretty much cut history out of school. They don't teach them nothing no more. This generation that's coming up now, the younger generation, just imagine when they get in power what they want to do if America's still here by then. I firmly believe it won't be. It'll be a new America by then, because the way things are going, I've told you before, we are watching the decline and fall of America. Not just as a world power, we're watching the fall of our country. It can't keep going like this. Eventually it's going to go down and it can't come back up. You've got to start over, which is what they're trying to do with our economy. They're trying to crash the economy because there's no way to fix it. Look at how bad we're in debt, and there's no way to pay that off. So what are they doing? They're trying every way in the world they can to destroy the economy so they can start over. We've heard our own president talk about it, New World Order's coming, and that we need to be ready to be on top. America needs to be on top of the New World Order. We're seeing every day that Russia and China and all them, their money's getting to be a little more traded around. Things are being accepted more with their money, with the ruble and stuff. And our dollar's slowly sinking. When I was growing up, I talked to my grandpa one morning before I got on the school bus when I was a teenager, and he said, that dollar you got in your pocket, it's worth about 50 cents. He said, that's about all it's worth. Well, now I don't even think it's worth 10 cents. It's just money printed out of the air. But as far as a second Independence Day, maybe once the country, starts back over, yes. But as far as someone starting a revolution and all that, just like they did back, in the 1700s, no, that won't happen. I've said before, out of everybody in America, if another country invaded us, a lot of Americans, as long as it wasn't interfering with their day, they wouldn't care about it. They wouldn't even pay attention to it. You would have maybe 1% of the American population to stand up and fight. Maybe a little more, but I firmly think about 1% of the whole American population would actually stand up. Because if you see anything nowadays, if it's not affecting people personally, they don't pay attention to it. If it's not interfering with their day, they don't care. I mean, look what's going on right now. You've got people out here, yeah, we're paying a little bit more for groceries, a little bit more for gas, but things are going to get back better. Those are the same people when another country would walk across our country and try to take the whole United States would say, well, you know what, maybe their way would be better. That's what they would say. These type of people. But let me know your thoughts on this. Comment below. Like or dislike the video. The more interaction I have with y'all, the higher up in analytics I go. Be sure if you haven't subscribed and you're still watching, hit that subscribe button. On a side note, there's been a shooting in Chicago. About 4, 5, 6 people's been killed. And about 24 people injured at a 4th of July parade up there. So we know what's going to come from that. It's supposedly a young person that did it, and they haven't released what he used yet. But we'll find out more as it goes on, and they haven't caught him yet. So like I always say, stay safe. Be aware of your surroundings. Keep your head on a swivel at all times. You're not safe anywhere in America anymore. Stay safe out there and get prepped up. And if you're still watching, hit that subscribe button.